guys, welcome back. CFP here, and this is Survival Living. I want to apologize first. I am under the weather, but I wanted to get this video out to you today. So with hurricanes, that is a natural disaster. Storms we try to prepare for. Now, one of the first things we want to talk about is items that you should have on hand, tucked away for these natural disasters. Of course, one of the first things is food. Okay, canned goods, dry goods. Yes, you can have things in a freezer, but the fact is, if power gets knocked out, which it always does with hurricane weather, it's going to be hard to generate electricity to run a freezer or refrigerator. Along with water, you have to have clean, drinkable water. Along with drinkable water, you also have to have water to bathe with, to wash with, to sanitize with. Alright, you need these things put away. Now, in our experience, when Irma came through, we were in Orlando, we still had running water, although it was non-drinkable. We had a bull notice out at the time, because there was just so much rainfall. Even though that the water was running, it was not drinkable water. So keep that in mind. Having drinkable water is key. You must have water that you can drink. Now, having the ability to filter out your water is priority. As many of you know, here on this channel, we are big supporters of the Sawyer water filter. Now they have the Sawyer Mini, and of course I just recently did a video on the gravity fed system that Sawyer has came out with, but many of y'all, and I included, believe in the Big Berkey. I do not own a Big Berkey currently because it's just too big for our living situation. But along with food and water comes medical. Alright, you need to make sure that you have medication stocked up. If you are on prescription medication, the fact is, if you have to have that to survive on a normal day, you need to have that medication in stock with you at all times. Now with preparedness, we take ours up to the next level. We've invested in solar power, we've invested in wind power, and we've also invested in generators. Alright, now with generators for a storm, I will be straight up with you, finding fuel is a difficult thing to do. When Michael came through Panama City, my brother and father were out here at the time, and it took them driving to Dothan, Alabama to try to find fuel, because everything was shut down here. And that was after the storm had passed and the roads were cleared out for travel. The first few days after the storm came through, there was not much traffic, if any traffic at all, moving around, because everything was in the road. Trees were down, lines were down, you just were not moving. So if you ran out of fuel during that time for your generator, you just were out of luck. Now with solar and wind, of course, if you know a hurricane is coming, you don't want to leave these things up. I do know everyone likes to put their panels and the turbines up year round, which is great. That's the whole point of having solar and wind. But when you have a massive storm coming your way, you need to take these things down, put them in a safe location, and after the storm has passed, then erect the solar power and your wind turbines. Now, a good friend of the channel, Survival Preparedness for Beginners, has done in-depth video coverage on preparedness for hurricanes for 2020. I highly recommend everybody go over there and check out his channel. Definitely help support him. Definitely subscribe and be part of his community that he is working on there on YouTube. Now, he does have a playlist dedicated just for hurricane survival. I fully recommend everybody checking that out. Now, we do have a clip of some of his stuff going on there, so definitely check him out. He goes in depth on supplies that you really should be storing up just for hurricane alone. Anyway guys, I definitely appreciate you hanging out with us today. Like I said, I do apologize for being under the weather today, but I wanted to get this information out. Definitely appreciate y'all being here, and y'all take care.